Hello everyone, I'm Denise Black of Life Smarts, and today I'm going to talk to you about building your future in spite of your past. Now, we've all got sordid past, things that we've done that we're not quite proud of, decisions that we made that did not quite turn out the way we intended, right? Who has not been there and done that? But you can still live a bright, successful future in spite of the bad choices and decisions that you made. So today we're going to talk about some things that you can do and some steps that you can take to start building on a wonderful future. So let's take the first thing, okay? That is accepting responsibility for your past. Think about all of the things that you did in your past, the decisions that you made, the choices that did not quite turn out right. Accept your responsibility in that. For a long time, I was stuck there. I had choices that I didn't like and that would hit me in the face every day. And I was stuck in this cycle of blaming everybody else for my lot in life. I was so caught up in what everybody else was doing, everybody else's part that they played, that I was a little bit naive that, hey, I'm the one that made the choices. Yes, what did I do that perpetuated the decisions, that perpetuated that situation? I had to take a real hard look at myself and what I was doing to me, what I was doing to my kids. It got to a point where I was so busy blaming everybody else that I gave them the power over my life, over my choices, over my decisions. And I did not recognize that, hey, I can really do something about this. So it took me getting to the point of frustration and desperation that I had to change my attitude and recognize what my part in that choice was. So I had to accept responsibility for the things that I did in my past, the bad choices that I made, and come to terms with that and reconcile with that. That was a painful process. Nobody wants to look themselves in the mirror, right? I certainly didn't. And when I did not like what I saw. So I took the first step in recognizing that I could have made a better choice. I looked at the choice that I made, I looked at the outcome of that choice, and then I thought about what I could have done differently. I didn't like it, but I had to face it. It was a hard thing, and it took me a while. Anytime that you go back and think of the things that you did and how you could have done them differently, that's a process. So that was a learning step for me. So I accepted responsibility of those bad choices. And then I decided, I need to break this mentality. I'm not a victim. I don't need to be making victim decisions. You don't either. So I started changing my thoughts and changing my process and who I saw myself. And I stopped being a victim of my past, of those decisions. And I turned it around. I applied those lessons that I learned and I turned it around. The next thing that I did was I started looking at myself in the mirror. I took a real hard look at who I was, where I started. How did I even get to be at this specific place in my life? Oh wow, that took some doing. Because like I said, I didn't like the reflection of the woman that was looking back at me in the mirror. And I had to stop and see where I had been, where I had come from, who am I now? And really, where do I want to be? Where did I see myself in my future? Can I make some changes? Yes, I can. I really am enough. And I really do have everything in me to start making a future for myself and for my children. So I looked at myself and I said, I can do better than this. I was raised with morals and values. I'm a smart girl. I can decide where I want to go and who I want to be. And I began to make those small changes. Like I said, it's a process. It doesn't happen overnight, but you got to start somewhere. So that's what I did. I took responsibility for the past decisions I made, and I learned from them. I took the lessons from them. I examined myself, and I gave up that victimized mentality. Okay? It's not anybody else's fault. It's not anybody else's responsibility. It is mine. And I looked myself in the mirror, and I began to make better choices, better decisions. I began to read more and surround myself with the type of people that I wanted to be. If I wanted to do a new thing, then I looked for people around me that were doing that thing. And I began to incorporate some of their practices and some of their decision-making processes into my own. So those are the three things I want you to take away from this lesson. Accept responsibility. Okay? Give up the old negative thoughts and thinking and habits of the past. And look at yourself in the mirror and begin to love the reflection that you see. Make new choices. Do a new thing. Hey, it happened for me. It can happen for you too. So thanks for sharing with me today. I'm Denise Black with Life Smarts. And here is to a successful future and a bright new you.